or so now, your freshman head still kind of spinning, or are they starting to catch up?
Yeah, I mean, as with any freshman, handling the install is probably the biggest transition. The amount of information that we present to those guys in a 10-day span is quite a bit. So, the key for them is to study, and they have to take a lot of mental reps. Even when they're not actually participating in the rep, their mind has to constantly be working, constantly straining your brain to handle the information. But the thing about those young guys, they are a talented group. Both of them have a ton of talent. So, still have a ton of progress to make, but they've done a nice job so far.
As a first-year coach like yourself, and having guys like Jack and Damien that have been through the fire a little bit, how much are you able to delegate to them to help those young guys?
Well, I mean, those guys, they understand that it's being the starting quarterback is an inherent position of leadership, and not only for our team but especially in our room. And they've done a great job of taking in the young guys and helping those guys understand what it takes to be successful at this level of football.
Is this the point of?
So they've done a good job of that.
Is this the point of camp where you enjoy the chance that you can both work your veterans but get your freshmen a lot of time there too, when it's not game week and you have to really focus?
Yeah, there's a ton of reps to go around right now. So those guys have gotten multiple opportunities to go out there and perform and showcase what they can do. So that hasn't been an issue for us at all.
What have the last few months been like for you working under Coach Mullen? Really for the first time as a coach and not just a player.
Oh, it's been great. I can't say enough about the staff that we have here. Really enjoy the guys that we work with, and it's great. We've got a great group of young men. I love the direction of the program, the leadership of the program, and Coach Mullen has been first class since the day I've gotten here. And can't say enough about how excited I am to be a part of this program.
What do you want to see from your guys tonight?
Clean execution. The biggest thing, in order to be successful at this position, you have to process information. And, I want to see those guys translate that from the meeting room to the practice field to Davis Wade Stadium. And we have to process the information and execute at a high level, take care of the football, and make some plays.
With a guy like Darunya, Dan said he wants to, kind of extend the field. When you're working with your quarterbacks, how do you work on, that deep ball, and, what are you looking for out of your quarterbacks to maybe perfect that skill?
Well, the biggest thing is they have to understand is matchups. We talk about, to win in this league, you got to beat man coverage. And, we feel like we got some guys that are able to stretch the field. And for us, it's giving those guys an opportunity to make a play and not being afraid to take that matchup and giving our guy a chance to go up and get the football.
Is that something where, as a quarterback and wide receiver, it's just repetition and chemistry that, where to throw it, how far to throw it, timing and that type of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I think that goes into it. Also understanding leverage and body position. I mean, and manipulating the ball in a way that it's away from the defender in simplest terms. So they understand that, and they've done a good job. We just finished some stuff up, and they did a good job with it this morning.
I know he's not sniffing the depth chart in, but Josiah Phillips, what has he brought to the quarterback position, and what?
Josiah's been great to have in our room, and can't say enough about the type of young man that he is. And he's one of the guys. He's been great to have around. And it's interesting because he didn't play 11-man football in high school, so the concept of playing 11-man football to him is new. And the guys have done a great job of helping him understand. And when he's gotten a chance and he's got some reps in there, he showed that he knows what to do.
Damien learned a lot last year in real game situations, just kind of throwing in the fire. But what kind of progression have you seen out of him in the last few months that you've been able to work with him?
Well, comparatively speaking, as far as with him in last year's camp, just talking to him, he's obviously a lot more confident and comfortable in what we're doing as an offense. And, you can just see the experience that is starting to, that he generates, the leadership qualities that he has. So he's done a good job, and you can tell that he's becoming a more mature player. And we just got to continue to keep progressing as we move forward.
Going into a first fall scrimmage, there's always some antsiness, excitement on the guys, but is there some for you as well too, because you get to put your guys out there on the show for a time?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you get a chance to play, it's fun, and those guys get a chance to go out there on our field and play the game of football. And it'll be a fun time. It's an exciting time for him, and we're looking forward to seeing what everybody's able to do when they get into a live situation.
There's a lot of outside expectations for Dak. How has he kind of handled everything with all the pressure maybe coming from the outside, not necessarily on the inside of the program?
Well, I mean, Dak's mature. He's been around for a really long time now. He's experienced, and he's not naive to that stuff by any stretch of the imagination. But he understands that there's work to be done, and when it's all said and done, then you can go back and talk about it. But you have to be so laser focused in on that very moment of what you're trying to accomplish at that point in time that you really don't have time for outside distractions or to let yourself get distracted. And he's mature enough to handle that.
Have you guys been working a lot on tempo, increasing that a little bit in the offense? Or
No, we're doing our deal as Coach Mullen wants to. He's a great offensive mind, and he's done a good job. But we're always running. We're gonna run our same stuff.